I think that, yeah, I think I did do it wrong. You are supposed to use Catablepus and just take out that thing that uses Almagest, because he says that is the absolute most dangerous thing. So, yeah. I did save state, right? I should have saved state after I killed X-Death. Fuck it. Let's just dive back into it, shall we? Although Lena's now is going to be a complete failure in every way. That's good. I'd really like to wrap it up today. I mean, that would be especially nice. Because I don't want to do another video where it's just like 20 minutes of me beating the boss. It's lame. I think you're sitting tight for now. Like, what happened to the critical attacks? Remember when those used to happen? It's either failure or or super omega max damage possible. Okay, great. Alright, last shell. Well, not the end of the world. Let's throw up Carbuncle. Finisher. Good. Ooh, we have to use an elixir. That's fine. Alright, how about some Firagas? Denied. Okay. I don't know what's happening to Bart's in this process. But, alright, let's just skip ahead a little bit. Pressed for time and all that. Okay. We're gonna have Lena focus on the dragon. Good. Very good. Very good. And we're gonna have him focus on breaking the beast. We'll get it eventually. As for this, I guess continue to holy the dragon. Dragon. Oh, denied. What are you doing? Why are you spazzing? Why are you spazzing? Get finished. I mean, that's pretty close in damage. Not exactly perfect, but can Ferris ever take a turn? That would be good. Because if he doesn't take care of that freaking beast, we're screwed. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem to be working well. Here we go. Alright, since we had shell up all over the place, that definitely worked out. But I would really like to kill this thing. Just... laws of the universe mean nothing. Did I get it? I did not get it. Kiraga, Lena's gonna have to go without a shield for a second. The lag is off the charts. I mean, based on what this walkthrough is saying, this does at some point work. Catoblepas will have only a chance of hitting it. Okay, I mean, I didn't go with the Spellblade, so that's really our only bet, is Catoblepas. Good, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice, one down. Get Shell up on Lena. Jump on the human. I mean, maybe I should just start fucking damaging the beast if this is never gonna work. It seems like it's never gonna work. Yeah? Nothing happened? Okay. I'm just gonna start working on the beast, because I really don't want another Almagest, and I feel like it's gonna happen. I mean, we'll keep going with the breaking, but I need a backup plan. Nope. Oof, that blocked a big ol' hit. Oh, damn it. Come on, you got one freaking job, Ferris. Please make it happen. If I would have been Bahamutting every turn or something, probably would be in better shape at this point. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I might switch to just damaging. Now that we're really hurting it, it's probably in my best interest. Okay, well that's a problem. That's incredible. That's what the fucking Dragon Lances are for. Elixir yourself. Blocked. It's okay. Bartz is going to pick up the slack on this one. Let's get Shell on Lena. I'm gonna summon a golem again. I'm hoping Bartz can do something before another Almagest. Okay, just a physical attack. Laws of the universe mean nothing. That's good. It's good to know. Thanks for informing me. Nice. Very good. I think we're in good shape. Got him. Alright. We don't have to worry about Almagest. Okay. So when we get down to a single target, out of murderous desperation, Neo X-Death will use this target as a conduit for all its power. And it basically can use all abilities and takes 2 actions on each turn. And it can include Comet or Meteor, Maelstrom or Almagest. Okay. So once we get down to that point, fuck. Alright. Time to keep Bahamutting. I don't know if that means you want to spread out the last 2 targets. That's kind of what I would think. So maybe I should start Lena working on the front. Eventually, you know. You understand. Alright, let's get Shell back up. That's important to me. Feeling confident. Feeling confident. Not cocky. Confident. Weak. It's back row. She should focus on the front. No. Bahamut. I mean, this is a controlled situation at this point, I think. Things could go really badly. A bad confuse or something could really fuck things up. From Lena or something. But seems like all he's doing is physical attacks and dispels. Whereas I'm doing shit like that. Doing shit like that. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. I'm trying to spread it out. Denied. Let's get an elixir. Why not? This is the last time I'll use them. I'm not keeping track of numbers in my head, so I don't know where these guys are at. I would say the back one has less health, if I had to guess. Alright. Okay. Seems alright. Seems less stressful than when I first beat this game. Eroga. And Krill just said, fuck you. Okay. Now let's work quick. Come on now. Come on now. Don't let me miscalculate that much. I did too many finishers on the front. Come on. Oh. Oh. Boat. Boom! Boom! Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I was underleveled. I think without the gladiator it would have been rough. In the beginning, there was only the void. But from the void came 4 essences. They formed the crystals, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth, courage blazed into flame, care and devotion turned water into the seeds of life. The passion for knowledge spread intelligence and wisdom on the winds. If ever the void threatens to engulf the world, so long as the 4 essences still exist in man, light will be born anew. The 4 essences shall rise from the void and weave the light once again. The void is still here. But we beat X-Death. Is it because the crystals are all gone? The world will be engulfed by the void. Hope bless the earth. Courage light the fires. Devotion breathe life into the waters. Passion spread knowledge on the winds. The world, it's been reborn. And the crystals as well. There was still power remaining in the crystal shards. Thank goodness. Lena, Ferris, Krill. It's because you took such good care of the shards. Don't forget yourself, Bart. Or Grandpa. Now, Wind will return to Tycoon. Correct, my dear. Dad. Grandpa. Father. Papa. Helga and Zezat. The world still needs you. It's too early for you kids to be meeting us. Go, return to your world, the one you saved. Random Windrake. In the void. We're getting some, like, oh no, it's not lagging, it's just on purpose. Shazam. Grandpa. Oh, that was this shit. A letter has arrived. Sorry, I gotta get the proper voice for these characters. I apologize. I thought it was Krill. Sid, Mid, how are you? It's me, Krill. Somehow we made it back. Feels like that fight was just a bad dream. Since then, I've traveled all over. Seems like everything's become peaceful like before. The Chancellor of Tycoon seems quite happy. Oh, we're gonna go over every single minor character. However, Ferris seems worried about her pirate crew. Everyone in Ball is worried, since they have no heir to the throne. I mean, wouldn't that be you? Maybe I'll be queen. As if. It'd be pretty cool, though. Bartz went back to his hometown. He's not given up traveling, but he said he wanted to spend time near his parents before he set out again. Oh my god. Pooping out eggs all over the place. Oh, Boko and Coco had children. Baby chocobos are the cutest. You simply must go see them. There you go, that's a baby chocobo. It's been a year since then. Lena and Ferris are busy with running Tycoon and all, and Bartz is off on another journey. If any of the others happens to ask about me, no, I'm sure they'll come. Tell them I can't wait to meet again. Krill, you worked so hard. Everyone fought well. Random flashbacks. Oh, we're really going to go through the lot of them. All right, I'll fast forward a little bit. Bart's. Oh, is this the credit sequence? Okay, you get flashbacks, you get their names, and... Yeah, okay. I guess this is... Is this part of the credits? I mean, we played through all that. We know what happens. Yeah. And... It's a weird perspective. Where are you going? If Grandpa hadn't saved me back then... The crystals have been restored and everything's peaceful. But for some reason, I'm sad. Game's over. Guess it's just that... Since Grandpa died, I've been all alone. That is pretty sad. Oh, of course, we get the Galoof flashbacks. Yeah, he was cool. See ya, Grandpa. What are you talking about? You're not alone. Oh my god, it's like the ending of Labyrinth. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're here with you. Buck up, kiddo. Everyone, you made it! Oh, and that music? As if there was any doubt. Like I'd forget about a friend after we were together for so long. That music. Everyone, you... Tears don't really suit you, Krill. You have to be strong. Galoof's laughing at your blubbering, kiddo. Whoa. Yeah, you're right. He is laughing. Crystals have regained their power. This time it's up to us to protect them. Like Dad and the others did. Say, do you hear that? Aye, that I do. Grandpa's voice? No, just the wind through the trees. The rippling of the water? Just the crackling of flames. The settling of the earth. Dunno. I'm not sure what it is, but... I can hear it. Yes, something warm. Let's go. Okay. And pretty sure that's it. Yeah. All right. Final Fantasy V. So I didn't know this, but depending on who is alive at the end of the final battle, that determines who's narrating all that at the end. So if everyone's alive, it's Krill, which is kind of interesting. If one of the girls died, or is dead at the end, it's Bart's. If Bart's is dead and left behind, like they're left behind in the void. I guess they're like completely left out. Then Lena is the narrator. And I guess if everyone but Ferris is left behind, then she gets to be the narrator. Likely because she can neither read nor write. Okay. All right. I stayed up far too late to finish this. This video is way too long. I don't want to talk about it too long, but you can really see the evolution. You can really see the evolution from like the story perspective, environments, you know, the world design, the progression of events and things like that, characters from 4 to this. And you can really see the gameplay progression from 3 to this. They really, I guess, tried to meld those two together to get the sort of customizable gameplay and things like that. I mean, maybe their thought was, you know, people playing 4, they didn't have the options that they were used to from the Final Fantasy series. You know, up to 4, the previous games, you had, you know, sort of options with how your characters operated to varying degrees, with 4 probably being the best example prior to 4. And so with 4, you got the really strong sort of narrative and character development, things like that, but they might have thought that you lost sort of gameplay options and things like that with your characters. And so perhaps 5 was their attempt to meld the story, characters, events, things like that from 4, and the gameplay options, variations, open-endedness of leveling and combat from 3 and 2. I think they definitely sort of succeeded. 5 is a really solid Final Fantasy game. It's quite enjoyable. Now, I don't think in the story aspect and things like that, characters, I don't think they succeeded quite as well as 4. I think the story is really kind of just generic. It's like really generic Final Fantasy, I guess. It's got crystals and, you know, the void, and it's just like, all right, we get all these sort of really stale kind of fantasy tropes at this point in time in life if you replay it. The characters, you know, since they don't have a fixed job or anything like that, they're just characters. You sort of lose a little bit of that from 4. You know, the problem with the things from 4 was they had these characters die off, and then, oh, wait, no, they're completely fine. They did have Tella die off, but, you know, with sort of the transient nature of getting characters, it was a big deal when Tella died. It is. But then they kept like, oh, maybe Tella will come back or something like that, because these other characters came back, or you know, it is what it is. When Galoof died in this game, it's really almost just as shocking, just because it's so far in the game. You only have these 4 characters, and it's like, holy shit, one of them is fucking dead. Just from like almost mechanical game mechanic perspective, having Galoof die is like, oh my god. You know, we have 3 characters now, and it's like, no. Or you have to like level up somebody from the beginning, but they remedy that it's kind of cheapened a little bit, because it's just like, oh yeah, here's his granddaughter. She has the exact same powers and equipment and abilities and everything. She has the same job experience as her grandpa. Here she is. Go ahead. So that's a little cheapened. So overall, yeah, I think the story and characters and stuff from 4 probably better. Gameplay-wise, though, yeah, I might prefer 5 to 4, just because of the options available to you. I mean, I tend to be a little cookie cutter, just because that's how it is. But again, if you look at that 4-job fiesta thing, you know, you can beat this game with any combination of characters and jobs, or anything. Like, you can beat this game with a single white mage. Like, you can be insane enough to do it. You can do it with anything, any combo, whatever. And that's really cool. I really like that idea. For a while, I was really into doing challenge runs for Final Fantasy VI. And the challenge runs in that are not quite as inventive, I guess. Like, it's like no leveling, no espers, no magic, single character runs. I did the single character run. I did like a hard hack of the game and stuff like that. But for 5, if you really love 5, and I could see a lot of people loving it, there's just an endless amount of replayability of like, okay, I'm going to do it with these jobs. I'm going to do it with these 2 characters using these 2 jobs, or, you know, something like all that kind of variation in the gameplay. It's really good. It's really interesting stuff. So yeah, I mean, for a game that I'd rather replay, I might rank 5 over 4. That's pretty impressive, I think. That's pretty damn impressive. 5 is much longer than 4, quite a bit. But yeah, the combat is entertaining. There's just so many options available to you. You have the blue magic, the catching, and all these jobs. And Game Boy Advance adds extra jobs and all this stuff. Very interesting. But it is done. We're wrapping up. There is optional content, bonus content for Game Boy Advance, stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that because I just want to get through the series. I'm really excited to keep moving to the next game. So the next game, of course, is Final Fantasy VI, which is easily among my favorite games of all time. I cannot say enough good things about Final Fantasy VI. So I'm sure that'll be fun. I haven't replayed it in a couple of years, I think. So I'm very excited. I would start it right now if it wasn't 4 a.m. Alrighty then. That's enough. There should be a the end. There you go. There you go. There was a period of time when I was like 17, somewhere around there, where I was just so into beating all these games that I had never beaten before. Like, because my brother never beat anything, ever. He never beat, like, any game ever. And so I just went on a spree through all, like, the Super Nintendo classics, and I was beating them all. Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire 2, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 5, all sorts of stuff was just getting beaten. And so I guess I'm sort of reliving that a little bit. 5 games down, although 3 I'll have to return to, but we're approaching the halfway mark of the series, so that's exciting. My name is Mangg. Game you just finished watching is Final Fantasy V Advance on the Game Boy Advance. And I'll see you fine folks in Final Fantasy VI.